Hello everyone, it's JJ James, and today I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how to design a business card. Okay, so if you're right here, make sure you stick around this video. By the end, you're going to learn how to design your own business card. Okay, welcome back, and let's see how we can design a business card. How do you measure a business card? So let's go over to CorelDRAW right away. So as you can see on your screen, we have a CorelDRAW window open. How do we design a business card? What's going to be the size of this business card? Now the size could be 8x4 right here. Let me give you this again. Now watch here, I have a business card with me and I got my ruler. Okay, you can choose a default business card size in the CorelDRAW window, or you can decide to set your own manual dimensions. So if you look at this ruler and I have to measure, what I have here is 8 cm, okay, and then I'm talking about the width now. The width is 8 cm and the height is 4 cm. So you can set up 8 by 4 centimeters on your CorelDRAW window, or you can choose to use the default business card size as provided by CorelDRAW. Now look at the window. So if you look here, this is where you can set up your dimensions. So we have 8 by 4. It's either I come over here and I select centimeters, then I change the width to 8 and the height to 4, and then I'm gonna have this. So this is actually the size of a business card, or you can want to use the default size, which is right here. Open up your custom and then you will see business card. Okay, so just come over to where you have your B and you will find your business card. Where are you? Okay, let's look at right there. Boom, business card. So you can choose that, and you have a more, it's going to be wider than our setup. So I'll prefer my 8 by 4 centimeters. Okay, it's just some centimeters wider and longer, but I still choose 8 by 4 because I like my card being slim, very portable and handy. Okay, so let's see how we can get this done. Step 1, I have my page being set. Step 2, I want to see how to give it a background. So how do I do that? Double click on your rectangle tool to give it a background. Okay, I double clicked here on my rectangle tool, then I give it a color. Let's look for a color for our business card. That's fine. I take out the outline, say none. Okay, that's good. The next thing I'll do is basically I can start with very basic business card design. So let's see how that works. I'll redraw this guy down, like I'm going to resize down. I'm holding down my shift key to resize from both ends. Okay, I think I like that. And then the next thing I want to do is I can probably mix these colors. I can mix them into two, but let's not even go there. Okay, I need a polygon or a rectangle. Let's see. Now we are trying to create a design that have never existed. So I come over here and I draw a rectangle, perfect square, right? Then I rotate it and then turn it to a polygon. So rotate it by 315, okay, counterclockwise, and then you have this. So I place it on the center of my screen. I'm trying to create a design. Okay, now that's going to be the front page. Let's give it a color. What color can we give it? Okay, let's take out the outline. Blue and blue doesn't look quite nice. Let's give it another color, blue and orange perhaps. Okay, there we go. So I'll give it an outline. Let me give it an outline. Let's say, too big. One should go. Then I give it a white. Okay, white outline. Then the next thing we're gonna do is we can have the company name. Yeah, let's say, let's give it a company. Let's give it a name. Let's give this company a name. Let's say, what name should we give it now? Independent companies. Okay, there we go. Independent companies. We are going to give it a very wonderful font. Let's pick a font. Basically, I have some favorite fonts. One of them is actually the Hertens Wheeler. Of course, you can also use other fonts that that fancies your interest. So I pick that and I say independent companies, and let's shut that down a bit. Okay, now we have that. This is going to be the back cover, and then I can decide to put in the the logo of the company. Do not make the back page. Now this is the back page. Of course, we're going to design the inward content, so do not make the back page get too crowded. All right, so just make sure it's something. By my own recommendation, I would say let the back page have just the logo of the company or just the name of the company. That way it goes well. So let's see how we can position the name of this company on this back page so it can look lovely. Okay, independent companies. Let's give it the company colors here, blue and orange, so we can work with that. All right, it looks better now. So after this, the next thing we can do is I want to put a registered trademark sign on the back page before we move on to the front page. So I'll open up my text tool and now watch what I'm going to do, because all right, so open up a bracket, put your letter R and then hit space. It turns to a registered trademark symbol. So I want to drop it here. All right, here we go. Drop it somewhere there. Good. We're good to go. Now the back page is obviously ready. I don't want more details on this back page, so let's see how we can work on the front page. Okay, so I'm going to insert a page to right here, duplicate, and I have, so you can insert a new page from here at the status bar. So I have that. So I may need to copy one or two elements from here so that the both pages could look alike. So I could copy these two guys there. I'll copy, come over to page 2 and I paste. Okay, but this time around I would like to change the orientation of the design. Okay, so they don't get to look too similar. All right, so here we go. I double click on rectangle, give it a color, so I'm going to give it like orange. Orange should be fine. Then I'll bring this man, give it blue. So I'm inverting them and their processes. I want to power clip this guy into the rectangle, so I'll go to object menu, power clip, and then place inside frame. So I place it right here in here, and then I right click and I say edit content. Okay, I adjust him. I want to change the feel of, okay, I want to change the appearance. So here we go. I do that. You can see the difference. So I can duplicate this over here and I have that. So that makes it look quite different, you know, the creativity, the ingenuity. It's going to give your card a new feel. So here we go now, the content. So you can decide to say, okay, what's going to be the content of this card? Obviously, it's going to be just your name or the name of the card handler and the designation, and probably the company details at the base, very tiny. So we can say the name is Godwin Henry. Okay, I would like to use impact font will give me something thick. All right, for the name, so I'm going to break the name apart. Control K to do that. Control K, I break it apart. So I bring the name, resize it. Of course, let's give it a white color, and then the Henry can come there, centralize it. All right, Godwin Henry, what's your designation? Okay, I can draw a line using my freehand tool. So come in here, draw a line. Okay, let's give the line a white color, and we'll give this Godwin Henry his designation. So what's his designation? Let's call him the HR officer. Okay, I bold that and I drop it smaller and give it white, perhaps. All right, we are almost done with this design. Let's just do some finishing touches to it. Let's do some finishing touches. Excuse me a minute. Let's adjust the line so they can look uniform. All right, so here we go. We have that. So let's put in the, let's have the details of the company somewhere around the base of the design, and then the contact information of the company. So I can just duplicate this guy, drop it here, and I unbold it. I put the address of the company. Let's just put some address that doesn't exist. Let's say lane 21, Gibson Avenue. Then we put the states, let's say Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to put in the contact details. What's the name of the company again? Independent company, right? Okay, so we say contact at independent.ng. What again? We need their phone number. Now, whenever you type a link, you're going to have that guy showing up there. When you strike enter, the link will turn to blue. So just undo and it gets back to normal text. It doesn't have to appear as a hyperlink. So here we go. Contact at independent.ng. Then the contact, we can say 07033. Of course, that number is not real. And then we now have the next thing we're going to have. We should have their Facebook handle. Facebook, we can say independent. Twitter, independent.com. Depending if it changes, then Instagram, we can call it independent int. That's if you have different handles. Now you can also bring in icons to replicate, to have them represent the information you've written down there. So you can bring in a phone icon for the phone number. Of course, you can bring in icon by going to insert character. So just go to text menu, insert symbol character. That's where you get all of those icons. So when you press insert symbol character, you're going to have all manner of icons here. So just go over and search for Webdings W. Just go to W, and then you have all manner of icons. Just go in there and search for whatever you want. If you need a phone, it's there. If you need anything, so for instance, let's just bring a phone here. I close here, so I now have my phone in there. Okay, so you can do the same thing. Go online, get images of Facebook icon, Instagram icon, Twitter icon. You put them down there. If they have a YouTube channel, the same thing with YouTube icon. So you just do that, and you have the details of the company properly positioned up there. So we can have it up there. All right, so now we've been able to put together. Let's see how. Let's group this wall. Control G. So I'm going to group it and then spread it. Okay, I'm spreading it because I want to show you how the tool would look like in a real sense. So now that we've been able to put these together, now I'm going to show you how it looks like in full screen. So let's see how that looks like. There we go. So you've seen how the logo works. Wonderful, isn't it? Good. So if you want to learn more, of course, you need to stick around this channel and you'll be able to get more. So this is how you design a business card. And then if you want to print them, you need to learn how to lay. You don't just print a business card the way it is. You need to learn how to lay them. How do you lay a business card? Now that's the last thing we're going to do today. Watch me. Now I have the front and I have the back, so I want to lay them. I'll need to copy the front, and so I group the work. I didn't group it, so let me group the work. Here we go. I need to delete this guy. So I group it and I copy it, Control C. I'm going to open a new document entirely. Of course, depending on what paper size you're using to print, I'll select the paper size. A4 is the ideal card here. That's the most popular because we use direct imaging machine to print cards. So use A4 or A3 depending. So I, of course, create a background there. Then I paste what I copied. All right, take it up and align it perfectly. So I duplicate the same thing to the right. Okay, so I can do this and then duplicate it downwards. Control D, and I have all of them duplicated. This is how you position them for printing. So right now you can see it's ready for print. Okay, this is how you lay them. So the front is ready, or the back instead, the back cover is ready for print. So you do the same thing for, let's put a new page, and we do the same thing for the content. So I'll go in here and I copy this, come out here and I paste. All right, so you need to align them perfectly, and I have that, so I duplicate them. Okay, I'm good to go. Now you may have to pay attention to how you align them, because when you're printing, you print out page 1 and then use the same paper, turn it around, print page 2. Or if you want your card to be thick, you print it out on separate papers and then bond them together. Of course, the printing press guys, they are good at that, so they're going to do it for you. So but you need to pay attention to how you align them, because if they are not properly aligned, you end up messing the whole work up. So watch this. I'm going to group the job and then I make sure they align perfectly, and the same thing over here. But if you want to be sure that your jobs are perfectly aligned, so this one doesn't cut on the other one, because if you print out the back page and then use a different page to print the front page and you're trying to bond it, they won't align properly, because what you are trying to achieve is to have them appear on both sides, okay, perfectly aligned. All right, so now you need to use your ruler. Come over here, drag your ruler here, drag your ruler out, and then use that to position your your object. Use that to know where this guy starts. That's the vertical ruler. You can also bring down the horizontal ruler and use that to arrange, know where your work begins, each of the lines, where do they begin. So you use the ruler to properly set your dimensions right to get your stuff. So when you do this and you go to page 2, you realize that the ruler is showing. So the ruler helps you to, okay, I can see that this guy needs a bit of adjustment. Look at this. So if I did not use the ruler, I wouldn't know that this space will be void, and it's going to affect the work, because by the time you try to put it together, it will not align properly. So you need to use your ruler and then know how that is being done. Okay, people, so thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I'm so excited that you made it through. If you have any questions, I would like to answer them. Drop the questions in the comments, and in the next video I will address your concerns. Okay, so if you have any questions, do well to ask me in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do well to subscribe to the channel and do not miss the next episode. I have a surprise for you in next class, and make sure you're here on time. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next video.